you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with
Duncan out, Marcus Aldridge. Then there's Duncan with this.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Thomas. There's Sullinger outside. Over to the left wing. Sullinger, a screen on Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Sullinger, no good. Boston on D. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put.
They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters. Not nearly quick enough. And then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
Let's send it out to DB, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
They'll be up against a future Hall of Famer in Tim Duncan in this one, and I asked him how Duncan changes what they do on the defensive end. He relayed that he told his guys not to be over-aggressive with him in the post, saying, if we start fighting on every fake he throws our way, we'll all be and can avoid just that, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Thomas. Following the miss by Freak. And Thomas, here we go. No luck. Duncan with some nice D.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Parker kicks to Leonard. The dish to Freak. Shot from the wing. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, to the inside. Bradley, good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Bradley's got his first 2 points of the night.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Aldridge with a screen on Thomas. Parker passes to Freak. Jumper off the screen. No luck. And it's Boston the other way. Crowder with it. 14 points from him the last game against Washington.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Duncan misses.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Isaiah Thomas out there was smart. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Mickey in at the 4 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Here's Freak. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Boston making a switch here. Sullinger's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Parker's checked in. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Offensive rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Pass to Freak. The 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 8 points for Freak.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Smart kicks to Bradley. Duncan against Sullinger. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Mickey. There's the pick. He dishes it to Thomas. From deep. Again, Thomas missing.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Number 5, the Spurs.
Huge liability, and one you don't want to deal with. They'd like to repeat their success at the line this year.
Spurs leading by 5. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets really lit it up. He finished with 19 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. It was a complete outing for him, one that he...
On it to go one better here tonight.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Stolen by Anderson. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And he gets the bucket. And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
And a wide open look for Freak. Kept alive, Aldridge. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Thomas, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset.
And there's the feed to Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Aldridge, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Parker kicks to Freak. Back to Parker. Here's Duncan, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
There's a good screen. Back to Bradley. 5 on the clock. Unloads. Anderson with the block. 59 seconds left here in the second. From 12 feet out. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And 12 points for Freak.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Thomas dishes to Smart. Back to Thomas. Now Smart. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And that one's good. Freak.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
And when you're shooting like this, you should be winning. They're scoring with tremendous efficiency.
Outside Thomas. feeds it to Bradley. Fires the three. Another shot. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And that does it.
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich.
All right, men, we've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basket.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming onto the court are yours.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, getting a chance to refuel and hydrate. Sullinger with the rebound.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Spurs leading by 15.
Oh, I was asking if he had one that possibly.
Parker outside, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Boy, did they ever make...
Pass to Freak. Tries a three. That one goes. Count it. Freak's got 6 in the quarter.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Beyond the arc. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Crowder, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Now, here's Mills. Defense is right there. There's 21 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Spurs working the ball around now. Anderson passes to Duncan. Shot's good. Duncan's got 8 points.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And here's Smart. Kicks to Sullinger. The jump hook. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Since Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Freak comes in for Parker. There's 37 seconds left in the game. We've got Zeller. Thomas is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then it's Olynyk, and it's D'Angelo in at the 4. That's the Boston 5.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact.
The hoop rips down the breakaway slam.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled.
Thank you. Okay, so now we should be ready for the patients. And now the patient.